All righty. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to my next prosperity tip. This is actually episode number 32. And hello to all my Facebook fans, all of my YouTube followers, Twitter, and I even have Instagram today. So down here, I have Instagram a little bit down here. So if you see me looking back and forth all over the place, it's because I have multiple cameras open. But anyway, welcome. I'm excited to be here today. And today's topic is all about education. Okay, education and how important is education. And so if you're on here live with me, I'd love to give you a shout out. Just drop a comment below. Let me know where you're dialing in from or viewing from, I guess you could say. And if you are here, if you've been here on a replay, I love to also give my replay viewers a shout out later, right? So I'll just comment and try to type back to your comments later if you're a replay. So just type hashtag replay and we'll go from there. So let's see who's on live with us. We've got Nick Romani in the house. We've got Bill Fever in the house. Thank you for coming. We got Bryce in the house here. And awesome. And I don't know how to view the the things on Instagram yet. I'll come back to you guys later. But I just wanted to go live here and cover this topic real quick. So let me get right into it. So how important is education? We're actually reading out of a book, Think and Grow Rich, this morning, and I was reading the part where Napoleon Hill he was talking about Henry Ford. And Henry Ford, he talked about how Henry Ford didn't have an education. Like he did not have an education. There's famous stories about where he went to court because someone was slandering him, and one of the things they said was, "Oh, how could you, run this big huge company and not know, these basic things, right? These basic equations or math and all these different things, right? It's like how can you be smart?" And I really loved the analogy of where he was talking about, well, I don't have to know every single thing. I could just focus on the things that I do know and I love best and that they give me the most excitement and what he wants to focus on. And then he could just press a button and someone else can give him the knowledge he needs. So if he needs to know who the 21st president is, guess what? You can probably just go to Google and type in who was the 21st president, and boom, you have the answer instantly. Why do we have to memorize every president that has ever existed in our head? Like, it doesn't make any sense nowadays, especially nowadays with AI, with different technology that we have. We have, just like Henry Ford had a desk full of push buttons. You have information right here at your fingertips, right? No matter where you're going. So anyway, let me go back to the question: how important is education? Because there's people who go get education, go to college, get a 4-year degree, get a doctorate degree, master's degree, whatever it may be. How important is that really? Well, I will throw out there, first of all, I'm not going to ever knock someone who has education or who goes through college and pays for it and gets life experiences and finds their best friend in their world from college or just different things like that. But what I do want to just really emphasize here is I think the traditional school system and education, they are training us a little bit wrong. Okay. And because here's what ends up happening: a lot of people will go through their education and they think that that is it. There's like a light at the end of the tunnel. They go to college, they get their degree, and then they are done. And they feel, and then unless they go to the master's degree or unless they go to the doctorate degree. But once their degree is done, they stop learning. They stop their education. And just a quick background on my education, I I failed high school. Okay. I failed high school. I had to go. My friend, it was funny because there was one day I was sitting there at home, failed, failed hit high school, wasn't graduating with everyone. I was playing a PlayStation game. Okay. PlayStation game in my house. My best friend came over and he literally took my PlayStation away. And he said, we need to join, we need to do something with our life. We need to join the military or something. And you can't join because you didn't pass high school." And so he literally took my PlayStation out of my house and he said, "You're not getting this back until you pass high school. And if you buy another one, I will come grab that one too." So he literally just forced it from me and he made me get my high school diploma. So I took an extra year to graduate. Okay. And then once I graduated high school, I went to the military. And and then lo and behold, the military said, "Hey, you can have the GI Bill. We'll pay for your college." So even though I hated school, like I didn't like that education, I went to college 7 different semesters. And in that experience, again, I would start learning these things. I was just like, "Ah, I hate doing homework. I hate reading." Like I was just like all these different things that they're making us do, like massive amounts of homework, writing things, and I just was not into it. I just never turned anything in. I did all the stuff in class. I didn't turn anything in that we were supposed to do out of class. So what did that ended up doing? Failing. I got I remember I looked it up in my transcript a little while back, and I downloaded the transcript, and after 7 semesters of just going back and forth and on and off and throughout deployments and different things, my GPA was 0.96. 0.96. And no, that is not 96%. Okay. That is horrible GPA, right? I think 4.0 is the highest you can get, right? But the bottom line is school was not for me. It just was not for me. And some people look at that and are like, "Well, how have you built a successful business?" Like you literally failed high school, you were forced to graduate that just to go to the military. And then I got a 0.96 GPA. How in the world am I successful in business? Like, I've built $2 million network marketing company businesses, and I have a company now that I'm a co-founder of where we have paid out over 4.5 million in commissions to other people. So, how did I build a successful business with failing? Failing my education. Well, here's the thing. The answer is actually, and this is interesting, isn't it? Education. Okay. You're like, "What the heck? What are you talking about? You just told me you failed high school. You failed college. What are you talking about, Mike?" Well, I did continue my education. I started reading good books, and I actually was about to grab a book, but my phone is on it. I was like, that would have been horrible. So don't do that. If your phone is on a book right now, like don't grab it and pull off. But anyway, so I have a whole bookshelf, and so here's one that's on my desk, The Go Giver. Right, Amy Starr Allen actually gave me this at a live event. She even wrote a cool little message to me right there. So awesome. Thank you, Amy, for this book. But this is what I do. I read good books almost daily. I usually listen to them, like I have the audio versions of them. I'm educating and growing myself every single day. Every single day. Now, are there some days I don't? Yes. And those are usually the days that I don't feel the best. Okay. The days that I'm not doing any kind of personal growth. But here's the difference between me and someone else. Well, most people go to college for 4 years and stop learning. I learn every day. I am learning something new every single day. In fact, in our company, there's usually people who are asking me questions. I get questions quite a bit, and people are amazed at how I know the answer. Well, it's because I'm literally I learn every day. I go through and I learn by doing as well. So like I'll do it. Like someone asked me a WordPress question. A lot of times I've had that same problem. Or someone asked me a question about the funnel builder tool we use. Well, the reason I know so much about this funnel builder is because I'm using it every single day. I'm going through, I'm learning it every single day. As I learn, I can teach other people the problems and I have the answers to them. So I have that knack of knowledge, right? And so you look at my past and you would never think that. You literally would never think I was an educated person. It's not because of college, though, it's because of my mindset. I choose the things that I want to learn and I learn every day. I grow every day. That is what the secret is. And most people, I'll just throw this out there. I believe I have more education than most people with master's and doctorate degrees. Why? Because they've been doing education for 8 years. I've been doing education since 2003 till now, or maybe 2007, because that's when I really got serious, right? 2007 till now. So, how many years is that? That is over a decade of education because I'm reading, I'm growing, I'm going through webinars, I'm going through coaching things, I'm learning from people. I'm a part of masterminds where we, like, even this morning, I was talking a little bit, and this topic actually came up this morning on the mastermind call, and it sparked, and because as we were reading Napoleon Hill's words about Henry Ford, it sparked this topic that I'm talking about right now. So I am constantly learning every single day. So that's where college goes wrong. They give you this little plaque or this little degree, and people think they're done. They think they're done. No. You should be reading good books like The Go-Giver, right? You should be reading good books like 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, right? You should be reading good books like Think and Grow Rich. You should be reading good books, okay? And applying them into your life every day. And if it's not a book, maybe an audio or maybe a webinar, or get inside of a mastermind like we have, and be learning and growing every day. That's where college goes wrong. It does not end. It does not end. Education should continue to grow. You should be continuing to do it on a daily basis. The second you stop growing, one concept that I've adopted is, if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not growing, you're dying. And I think that applies in our brains and our mindset. If you're not growing your mind daily, your mind will start degrading. If you're not growing your body, so working out, eating right, you will go backwards. You will get worse. It's the same concept. So we need to be growing daily. So anyway, that's my thought on education. What are your guys' thoughts on education? Again, this is not a knock to college or whatever. I think all education has its purpose. We do need doctors, right? We need lawyers. We need people who are educated in that situation. But you need to be continuing education after college. That's the main point I want to get. Is it should be a daily thing, and start educating yourself on good stuff, on business topics, marketing, sales, things like that, things that will grow your mind. Those are the super important things. Financial stuff, right? People need more financial education. So anyway, I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Before I get to your comments, just a real quick reminder: if you're brand new here and you don't know anything about me, you can go over to seekprosperity.com. I have a whole bunch of amazing free resources you can download for free and help you in your marketing or money making journey. So go over to seekprosperity.com. I'll throw the website up on the screen here. There we go. And those of you on Instagram, same thing. Just type in seekprosperity.com or go to my link in my bio. But there we go. That is my topic for the day. So let's go to your guys' comments. I love to feature you guys as much as I possibly can. So Bill says, Abraham Lincoln did not have a formal education, but he was ferocious reader and became an attorney and eventually the 16th president. Oh, wow. That's cool. I love that. And I've also heard he's failed quite a few times, right? There's that quote that goes around. He's failed so many times, which is good. But I would say also, one of the biggest things that I've learned from is my failures. So something to to think about. Well, computer, we've never stopped learning. Exactly. Geo says I went to school for 7 years, have 4 degrees. Wow, two of them bachelors in HR and management, but you've never used them. Half of what I learned had nothing to do with business. They just added extra classes to charge more money and prolong the education. Well, what's cool too about you, Geo, is not only do you have that education, but now you're continuing your education in home business and working from home. So you probably have way better skills nowadays than you did from that education that you paid for. And and it just puts you even higher, right? So I think it's kind of a cool thing. So again, I'm not here to like bash other systems of education, but I do realize that you need specific. I think Napoleon Hill calls it specialized knowledge, or maybe that's Wallace Waddles. I don't know. I get the two mixed up. But specialized knowledge is always important. If you want to build a business or be in sales or things like that, you need to learn that kind of education, right? Read those kind of books. So it was tough for me in college. GPA was not far off. Nice. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw that. I mean, obviously, I wasn't shocked because I knew I didn't pass. Because just so everyone knows, there's fine print in the military. If you don't maintain a C average, which I think is 2.0, I don't know. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. You have to pay all the money back. So guess what? That means I paid for college and didn't get anything out of it. Not even the credits. So or the diplomas. So how cool is that? And I paid for it. I paid for college. In fact, the military, they made me pay it back because they just garnished my wages. So how funny is that? All right. Nick says my opinion somewhere college or not education. Yep, exactly. Chase says 0.97. You're an awesome business leader. Thank you, Chase. Geo says you get the degrees and you don't even say what is in, just says Bachelor of Science. I was like, oh wow. Yeah, that's sad. My wife got a bachelor, or no, I don't know. I don't know what she got. She got something and then with a marketing certificate. So she actually, what's hilarious is my wife has the marketing degree, yet I'm the one doing the marketing. So go figure there, right? I mean she has other talents that are way above mine. But I just thought it was funny that she's the one with the marketing degree, yet I'm the one doing marketing. And yeah, so that's I'll never understand that one because there's nothing in that she learned in that class that we use in our business, right? That didn't make any sense. Got an audio thinking you're rich and try to listen to it while sleeping. No way. It makes you think too much. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're trying to sleep, you probably should listen to more like binaural beats or something, right? Versus words. All right, never ending education. Lots of great information. You dropped out of high school or your GED. 1% of my algebra class, so school might have been the problem, but now I learn to teach stuff almost every day. Awesome. Yeah, that's another cool thought, I guess, on this topic is with my history in education, you would never think I would be a teacher. But guess what? I literally teach people Monday through Friday every week. I am literally teaching. It's almost like I have my own school. I know that sounds weird, but it is true. Like we have our company, if you go over to seekprosperity.com, there's one right here that says residual income. You can check out the company we co-founded. We also have some cool marketing tools like the funnel builder tool, but it is literally like a home business. We call it the Home Business Academy. I literally am like a school teacher for home business, right? It's for home business. And I do it every day, Monday through Friday. So I literally became a teacher and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know that's what I would do. So you got this person who failed high school, was forced to get my degree, and then failed college, paid for it, and now I'm teaching every day. Go figure, you know. Who would have ever thought that? Nobody, right? Great input. Thank you, Nick. I'm not college. Thank you for that feedback, Nick. All right. Yes, my real education was from application of online marketing. I would just took college money, started a business. There you go. Yeah. So if you guys are looking into college for the first time, maybe look into a specialized field. What do you want to do with your life? Ask yourself that question. What do you want to do? And then go for the education there. That's the advice I gave my daughter. And she's got her, what's funny is she already has her associate's degree before she even went on her church mission. I was like, and she was only 19 when she left there. So she's way ahead in education than I am. But I just said, have a goal. What do you want? And then does it require college? If it does, then do that. Right. She's way smarter than me on that though, because she she gets paid to go to college. Like I paid for it. She gets paid to do it because she got scholarships and stuff. So anyway, I guess if college was paying me to go to it, it probably would have been more worth it, right? All right, Nick says I learned more from trade school. Awesome. Thank you, Nick. Education is preparing for the unknown future needs. Training is preparing for the present known needs. Development is preparing for the known needs. Education is just getting information from outside. Education is what comes from the inside. Nice. Love that, Nelson. We need to get ready to grow every day. The best is to specialize in a certain field. Exactly. So anyway, that brings me to my last point there is, you know, what do you want? Right? What do you want? Figure out what you want and then start reading good books that will get you to that point. Start getting around mentors, people, communities that can help you grow every day. And if you want to join our community, you can just go over to seekprosperity.com, start downloading some of those free resources and get into the community and learn every day. You can make money with us. That's literally what I teach people to do. Like I just said, I teach people how to build a home business from home. Our company is literally called the Home Business Academy. So if you want to learn how to build a home business, you can join our community. So go to seekprosperity.com, make it a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, Instagram folks as well. And I'll see you in the next one.